Hey guys, it's Mitch here, and I just wanted to do with you a quick review of Smart Blogger's content marketing certification course. We'll just do a quick behind the scenes look on what the course actually looks like and what you get when you purchase the course, as well as go over some of my likes and my dislikes of the course. And finally, I'm going to share with you guys how to make sure that you get the cheapest price possible if you decide that you want to buy this course. Um, I just went through the entire course and graduated myself, and it's not easy. Let me tell you, it's not easy. It takes some time and effort. And I just want to say that I am an affiliate for this course. And so if we go through everything and you do decide you want to buy, I will earn a commission at no extra cost to you. But basically, my whole point of making this video is to lay out everything to you raw so you can make a better decision for yourself. All right, so let's get started. We're here right now in the main page of the course here, Content Marketing Certification. And basically the course is broken up into 5 different modules with a bunch of lessons in each module. This first module is Path to Success. That is basically like a foundation for the course and how to be successful in the course. Then there's assignments. As you can see here, there's assignments at the end of each module. And I really like the assignments because it's not just a course where you just binge watch everything and then it kind of goes in one year and out the other. You actually have to do things and practice what you're learning so it kind of sticks with you. Module 2 is all about SEO and how to create content briefs and how to create posts that rank in Google and that will drive traffic to your clients' websites, which is really what they're paying you for when they hire you. More assignments here. Module 3 is all about writing awesome posts, and it basically gives you a recipe for the entire post, starting with the headline, the opening, the middle section, and the close. And that's just this alone is super helpful and will make you a way better writer. And the fourth one is creating your sample content. So in this course, you actually have to write an ultimate guide in order to pass the course. Using everything you learned, write this huge post that you can use for a sample when you try to go out and find your first client. Because one of the biggest problems new freelancers have is they'll try to find new clients, and the clients want to see sample pieces, but they won't have any samples to show. But then if they can't get hired, how are they supposed to get samples? And so it's kind of the chicken and egg problem. But with this course, you have to write a full sample, and that's what you'll use to get your first clients. And this is very time consuming, and it's a lot of hard work. And in order to get certified, you need to write the sample. Then you also need to pass 2 different exams. One theory exam and one practical exam, and those aren't easy either, and so you have to study and actually learn this stuff and become an actual expert in order to pass. And I think I remember reading somewhere in the marketing material that supposedly after you become this, you'll become like in the top 5 or 1% of freelance writers out there, which actually isn't that hard to believe because there's a lot of really bad freelance writers out there. And so then after you pass and get certified, the last module is how to get your first clients. And this includes making a writer's profile, which we'll go over in a second, which that is really awesome. If you don't already have a portfolio website or anything like that, because that can suck a ton of time and money and energy trying to figure out how to put up your own website if you've never done that before. And so this portfolio that they let you upload on a site called writer.me. It makes it super simple, and you can do it in just a couple minutes and spend your energy on looking for clients and not on figuring out how to set up a website. So after that, you have your different strategies to find your first client and how once you find them to make sure they're impressed and make sure the process goes well, which actually that's one of the most nerve-wracking parts. Isn't just landing the client, it's once you get the client, like knowing what to say to them and knowing how to charge them and how to turn in your work and give them progress reports and all those things. And so it covers all that. And then after you impress them, how to some tricks to get really good testimonials to help you land even future clients. And so that's basically how the course is laid out. I'll click into one of these to show you kind of what it looks like on the inside of one of the lessons. So this is a lesson. Normally it has a video lesson here, and they're normally between, I'd say, 8 and some of them are longer, 20 minutes. And there's a couple extra like bonus workshops that are like an hour long on for example, there's one on writing the contract brief. This is one of my favorite lessons, super valuable. But then after that, you have lesson summaries that you can go over so you can review what the lesson was about without having to rewatch the whole video. You can download the audios and transcripts. And then normally there's a quiz right here to test what you learned in the lesson. And it's not showing for me because I already did the quiz. But this is super helpful to keep you on your toes, because when I take courses like this and I have to listen to videos, I normally lose my attention and start like looking in other tabs and try to listen just in the background, but then I don't really comprehend what I'm listening. And so having these quizzes forces you to kind of pay attention and actually learn the different stuff. And so besides the actual course material itself, there's some other stuff here on the side. Like this resource section has a bunch of handy resources like templates you can use for outreach, templates for headlines. There's a sample writing contract, because a lot of people, once you get your clients, you don't have no idea what to do for contracts. There's another content brief template, which I've been using a lot lately. And so there's a bunch of templates in here and different handy stuff. At the bottom, this is an archived course, which I just discovered this today after I graduated and everything. And there's some extra lessons in here that they took away from the normal course, but those are handy too. Then over here, the next section is the question and answer calls. And these are pretty cool. You can see all the old question and answer calls here. These are cool because a lot of people don't take advantage of them. And so every 2 weeks, they have these question and answer calls, and they're normally an hour long. And you can look here at the questions that people asked in each of the different calls. And a lot of times only like 3 or 5 people ask questions. And so that means they're getting one-on-one personalized attention for the questions for an entire hour. There's just a couple people that show up. And so I didn't actually even use these. I watched some of these videos. And so if you're ever stuck on anything, which I've been doing freelancing for a while, so I have a little bit of experience doing this stuff, but someone who's brand new and I'm sure they'll have tons of questions, and this is a great place to ask the questions. And so that is the main part in the course, but also it comes with this Facebook group, which has a bunch of other cool stuff in it. And in the Facebook group, there's a couple different things. Well, the first thing is Workout Wednesdays, which is basically a place where you can submit other questions that you have. And every Wednesday, the editor for Smart Blogger, Robert, he will make a video answering all those questions. And so you don't have to wait. If you have like a more urgent question, you don't have to wait until the question and answer call. And so that's handy. Apart from that, I also just discovered this other part in this guide section. There's different threads that goes along with each lesson, and so you can ask questions, make comments. And down here, if you keep scrolling down lower, there's even profile reviews. We'll get to those in a second. And there's tons of stuff here, extra videos that aren't in the normal course, and which is kind of weird. Maybe I just missed an email or some instructions that said they were in here, but I never would have even found all these extra bonus videos if I wouldn't have wanted to make this video. I started exploring and poking around, and I found a bunch of extra stuff. And so the Facebook is cool for that. And then lastly, it's just motivating because people are posting in here their wins. And so if you ever feel like you're in a slump or something, you can see all these other people who are working and putting in the time and making their freelance lifestyle dreams come true, posting about the clients that they got, things, lessons that they learned. And so it's kind of inspiring and motivating to come in this group and check it out every once in a while. And the last part, after the Facebook group, after you pass your certification exam, you get access to this writer.me site where you can set up your profile, like I was mentioning earlier. And this is super nice for non-techie people who don't know how to set up websites, because that can be a big, huge time suck. And so here's all the different graduates who've made their profiles, and I'm just clicking on one of them to show you what it looks like. And basically, you have a professional looking page here, and you can include your sample writings and your website, and you have your content marketing certified on the bottom. And then so when you're looking for clients, you can send them the link to this, and so you don't need to make a huge website. You can just send them the link to this. And honestly, I don't think you even ever need a website. Maybe when you're super advanced, because I've been doing freelancing for a while now, and I've never been asked for a website. But this looks super professional and will definitely help. And so now I don't want to make this video too long. So now I showed you everything, the behind the scenes, but I just want to go over a couple of things that I liked and didn't like about the course. We'll start with the things that I liked, and then the things that I didn't like, which is probably what you're more interested in. The things that I liked is I thought it was pretty incredible that they're able to offer a guarantee that you'll earn, or that you'll land your first client in 60 days, because I've never seen another course where it guarantees that you'll land work, otherwise your money back. It pretty much ensures that you'll make a positive ROI in your investment, because if in 60 days you land a client and then you start earning $200 to $500 per post, that's going to pay off the cost of the course really fast. And so I thought that was pretty generous. The second is I really liked how they broke all this down into a system, because I've been doing freelance. It teaches you how to start from scratch, but even people like me who've been doing it for a couple years, it gave me like a system to make me feel like a professional, because before it just felt like I was like floating out in the air, and I felt like an imposter sometimes, and like I was unorganized and didn't have a foundation to work off of. And so now I have like a solid system and feel like a professional and feel confident to charge like a professional as well. And so that was actually one of my favorite parts of the course. Another positive I liked is a lot of times in courses, people just never finish it because they get busy with life, or they forget and they don't get into a habit of doing the lessons. But they have like this super sophisticated email system, and some days where I wouldn't do any lessons for like 3 days or something like that, and then all of a sudden I would get an email from them saying, hey, what's going on? You missed a couple days of classes. You should come back. Do you need help with anything? And then there's like a link to set up a call with them if you need any help. And so they're really motivated to help you get through the entire course, and they don't want you to give up, and they're there for you if you need any help. And so I thought that was really cool. All right, so moving on to a couple of my gripes about the course. And the first is, I can't remember where I saw it, but I'm pretty sure I saw somewhere marketing something like become a six-figure writer. Um, it talks about scaling up to earning over $1,000 per post or more. I can't remember where I saw it. Now I can't seem to find where I saw it. But in the course itself, what it teaches you is how to go from zero to landing your first clients, earning about $200 or $500, $200 to $500 per post, depending on the length and everything, in that range. In which that's a pretty big feat, like going from zero to that, and that alone is, in my opinion, worth the course. But I didn't see anything about scaling it beyond that, and I don't know. I think they maybe have another course, that advanced course or something like that. But I thought some of the marketing is a little bit hyped up and might make you think that you're going to become some six-figure writer, but really it's getting you to the first step and to set you up to to start a freelancing career on the right foot, and basically skipping the line, because a lot of freelancers start at the very bottom and they charge super low rates and they get stuck there. And this course kind of helps you float up a couple rungs on the ladder and start ahead of everyone else. Another thing that I mentioned was some of the stuff, some of those bonus lessons and things I never would have found if I wouldn't have been making this review and searching around and digging around everywhere. And so some of the organization might need a little bit of work. The other thing that kind of annoyed me a little bit is you have to write the ultimate guide to pass and become certified, but they limit your ultimate guide. It can't be more, it has to be between 2,000 and 5,000 words. But they're asking you to write an ultimate guide, which is everything about a certain topic. And depending on your topic, it might be impossible to make a comprehensive guide in less than 5,000 words. And so mine ended up being 10,000 words, and I'll link to it below in case you're interested in seeing what it looks like. But just in order to submit it and pass my exam, I had to spend about half of a day watering the whole thing down and writing another version of my post that was half as long, just so I could submit it and pass the exam. So that was a little bit annoying. And the last thing is in the Facebook group. If you're looking for like immediate feedback, I couldn't get that. Like I posted a question in there a couple times and didn't really get a response. I think they want you to use the workout Wednesdays and the question and answer sessions for all your questions, which is fine and it's super helpful. But if you're kind of on a roll and trying to power through and you have like a pressing question that you need to answer before you keep moving forward, I don't know if everyone has the same experience as me, but I posted a question in there and I don't think it was ever answered. Or maybe I just posted it in the wrong spot. I'm not sure. So anyways, I hope that helps you get a better idea of what this course is about. And if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them as well. It's definitely not for everyone. It's a lot of hard work. It will probably take you, I would say, at least 40 hours of work, I would say. Maybe. I think that's probably a pretty good estimate. And so if you're not prepared to put in the hard work, it's probably not a wise investment. But if you are and you're serious about making this into a career and you kind of want to skip the line of all the low-paying jobs and get off to a good start, I highly recommend it. So one last important thing about the price, and the price depends on actually how you get to the course checkout page, which is a little bit tricky. And so if you use my affiliate link below and you type in your email and watch the video and then click on that link, then you'll get a cheaper price. But if you go, for example, right now, I'm on the Smart Blogger website, and so if you go straight to the Smart Blogger website and you click on courses here, and then you go down and you click on content marketing certification, click on start, and you'll see here, if you try to check out, it costs $2,000. And I don't know if the prices will always be the same when you're watching this video, but this is just right now. But if you go through the link below and you go through the video and their sales funnel and everything, then here's the other page that you'll land on, and this is half the price. And so be careful with that. If you decide that it's right for you, just make sure that you're paying the lower price and not the double price. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful in deciding if it's right for you or not. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'm happy to answer them. And good luck on your journey. I'll see you. Bye-bye.